Are you ready to make the leap? Are you ready to make the leap? That's what I asked my coaching clients last week. In my group coaching session, I said to everybody, look, are you ready to make the leap? And they all looked at me and they said, well, what are you talking about, coach? and and that's what I want to talk to you about, because so many times in life, we want something and we want to achieve something. We have a goal or a dream, but we don't make the leap. Are you ready to make the leap? Are you ready to make the leap? That's what I asked my coaching clients last week. In my group coaching session, I said to everybody, look, are you ready to make the leap? And they all looked at me and they said, well, what are you talking about, coach? and and that's what I want to talk to you about, because so many times in life, we want something and we want to achieve something. We have a goal or a dream, but we don't make the leap. And so I want to break down what making the leap really is. LEAP is an acronym that I want to share with you. So let's talk about making the leap and taking your life and your business to the next level. You with me? Let's get into this. So when I talk about making the leap, I had to make the leap. I used to work in the corporate world and I was so unhappy. I was burnt out. I was tired. I was putting in all of these crazy hours and I was just fed up. I was like, there gotta be more to life than this. Begging for time off, begging for vacation time, looking at people who were working 12-hour days. I used to work with people who would be on a beach, on vacation, sending emails. And I thought, you know what? This isn't the life for me. I don't want this. I want something more. And that's when I had to get real with myself and give myself a reality check. And then I had to make that leap. And so the L in LEAP stands for I had to learn. I had to learn about what it is that I really wanted in my life. I had to learn about what skills or tools that I could use to make money from. And I had to learn from other people who are already doing it. So I had to take that learning. I had to go out. I had to buy books. I had to buy courses and programs and get coaching from people who are already doing what I wanted to do. And so often in life, we say, I don't know how to do something. I don't know how to achieve this goal. I don't know how to achieve this dream. I don't know how to lose weight. I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to write a book. I don't know how to start a business. It's all about I don't know how. But what you have to ask yourself is, who can I learn from that's already doing what I want to do or already has what I want to have? So if you got to make that leap, the first letter in that acronym is learn. The L stands for learn. What are you learning and who are you learning from? Because once you get that information, now you know what's possible. Right now, you think that your goals and your dreams are impossible. You think it's impossible to make $100,000. You think it's impossible to make 1 million or 10 million a year or 100 million. You think it's impossible. But if you learn from somebody who's already done it, you get the blueprint. You realize that someone has done this before and I can probably do this myself. So that's what the L stands for. The E in LEAP stands for execute. I meet so many people that once they get to that learning stage, they just keep learning and learning and learning, and they never take action. They never execute on the learning. It's kind of like, that person who stays in school forever. They get a degree, then a master's, then a PhD, then another PhD, then a doctorate, and they just never want to come out of school. They never want to apply what it is that they're learning. Well, you got to execute. You got to take massive action on the things that you really want in your life. And I always tell people, do one thing every single day toward your biggest goals and your biggest dreams. Do one thing. And I promise you, at the end of 30, 60, or 90 days, you'll be surprised at how far you've come. But you got to execute, right? If we're talking about making the leap, you got to execute. There's no perfect time. There's no perfect plan. There's no perfect situation. There's no perfect partnership. There's no perfect amount of money that you need to launch your business, your goal, your dream. You just got to execute. You got to get out of learning mode and you got to get into action mode. You got to execute. We're talking about leap. You got to make the leap. So once you learn and you execute, what's next? What do you think is next? You tell me. Tell me in the comments what you think is next. You got to adjust. So once you start to take action and you apply what you've learned and you've adapted it for yourself, like you haven't adapted it at that point, but now's the time that you have to adapt and adjust what you've learned. See, what happens is some of us go and we learn from coaches and mentors and teachers, and we try to do exactly what they did, and it doesn't work the way that you expect it to work. And there's so many reasons why. Maybe they did what you're trying to do 10 years ago when there wasn't social media, or maybe it was a different time, or they had a different situation. It's not to say that it can't work for you, but you have to adjust. You got to adjust. You got to make adjustments. And the only way to make adjustments is to document what you're doing. Document your process. Watch your numbers. Watch your progress. See where you have setbacks, right? You got to evaluate and you got to adjust as needed. And some of us just try something. If it doesn't work, then we just figure that, oh, that worked for somebody else, but it's not going to work for me. Well, maybe it's not working for you because you didn't adjust it for who you are, for your lifestyle, for where you are in your life right now. So that adjustment is really, really big. You have to adjust things to suit you. You can't do something exactly the way someone else has done it. Some people say a motivational speaker. I consider myself to be just an inspirational speaker. And I can't stand on stage and speak like Les Brown or Tony Robbins or Robin Sharma or Ed Milet. I am not them. I can learn from all of those individuals and then take that and execute and then adjust so that it fits me. It fits my speaking style. And that's what I've done. I've done that when it comes to speaking, when it comes to coaching, when it comes to writing books. I've learned from so many amazing individuals who've already achieved the success that I want to achieve. And then I adjust it. So that's what you need to do. You need to adjust. And then the last letter in the LEAP framework, if you're trying to leap forward in life, if you're trying to do bigger things, if you have big goals and big dreams that you want to achieve, you got to leap. And the P stands for push through. You got to push through. When there's a setback in your life, or there's a setback in your business, or there's a setback on your goal, or there's a setback on your dream, or there's a setback in your relationship, or there's a setback with your health, you can't quit. You got to push through. You got to find new ways to get through that. And that's where, we talked about adjusting. You make the adjustments, you figure things out, and you push through. You don't quit. Don't quit on yourself. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to struggle in some areas of your life, to struggle with your health, to struggle with your finances, to struggle in your career, your business, your relationships as a parent. So many people struggle, but don't quit. Now is your time. Make the leap. Learn from other people who are already doing what you want to do. Then you got to execute. You got to take action. Then you got to adjust so that it fits you and it suits who you are. And then you got to push through when you feel like quitting. And sometimes it's difficult to rely on your own energy, your own willpower, your own determination, your own focus. And that's why you need to surround yourself with other people who can help you push through. You need to get around other people who hold you accountable, who believe in you, who see something in you that you don't see in yourself. So that when you feel like quitting, they say, hold on, you got to keep going. You can do it. I see greatness in you. And I really believe that. I started the whole Champion You community because I believe that you have a champion inside of you. I believe that you have greatness in you. I believe that you're capable of doing so much more. It's just that so many of us haven't made that leap. You got to make the leap. Get clear about what it is that you want in your life and why it's a must. Figure out the skills and the tools and the resources that you have and learn from other people. Execute, adjust, and push through. Make the leap. And if you need some help making the leap, I want to help you. You can join the Champion You community on Facebook. You can also buy my You Have the Keys Now Drive course. In that course, I teach you 5 keys and 5 habits to help you take your life to the next level. Whether you get those resources or not, I just want you to keep going. Don't quit on yourself. Make the leap. I'm Coach Stone. If you love this video, make sure that you watch this next one because I know you're going to love that. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, make sure that you go and check out one of the other podcast episodes because I know it's going to be valuable for you. That's it, everybody. I will catch you next time. I'm Coach Stone. I'm out.